You are not a victim. Okay, it is time for a lot of people to hear this now, because I've had enough of victimhoods. I've just had enough of people being a victim. Now, let me just clarify. I'm not talking about the literal victim, right? I'm talking about a victim mentality. Okay, I'm not talking about circumstances happening in your life or shit happening and then in that sense you are a physical victim. Yes, that's different. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about the mentality that a lot of people have, that is, things happen to me and never for me, that I can't control anything, everything is out of my control, woe is me, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, y'all, I got some stories about victims. Let me not. So this is your sign, this is your this is your reminder. You are not a victim. Things do happen that are not ideal, or that you didn't expect or want, or even just slightly desire. You didn't have a desire for it. Things will always happen to teach you something, to reveal something, or to remind you of something. And that is what I genuinely believe. And it doesn't mean that things happen and it's always fun to experience them. Trust me, I've had my fair share of things that have happened that I've been like, I would rather have not had to go through this to learn this lesson, or maybe even, do you know what, there's some things that have happened in my life that I'm still trying to figure out what was the purpose, what was the reason, I'm still trying to figure out, like, why did this happen? But I'm also very, very much aware that it's happened for a reason. So because I don't know it yet, doesn't mean that the reason's not there. It just means that it hasn't been revealed to me yet. So, or I haven't found it yet. So let's just break down a few little niggly bits that I feel like people need to just genuinely start to get a grip on, okay, and start to like understand. First of all, you're not a victim. Let's just let that sink in. You may have a victim mentality, and I'm here to help you change it, because baby, it's not cute and you're stuck, which is my first point. Blaming others keeps you stuck. Own your choices, own your decisions, listen, everything in life is a choice. I had this conversation with my mum the other day. I think it was maybe even yesterday, from the day that I'm recording this. Every single thing in your life is a choice. Now, there are circumstances that will happen that might give you, how do I say this? You didn't decide for your house to get robbed. You didn't decide to be physically attacked. You didn't decide to have the sexual abuse that you've experienced. You didn't decide to go through the domestic abuse. You didn't decide to have things happen to you. With that being said, they've happened for a reason. Now, that's completely separate. That's a whole nother video, so I'm not going to dive into that right now. What I will say though is the way that you choose to live your life going forward after these experiences have happened is completely up to you. That is where your choice kicks in. That is where the freedom of choice kicks in overdrive. You get to decide how you want to experience life going forward. So there are two separate, I literally had this conversation with my sister-in-law yesterday as well. This is very, very weird. I have very deep conversations with people around me because we just love a deep talk. I don't know if you can notice that from this whole channel. My sister-in-law and I were talking about two people that we are very, very, very close with. One had an experience that led her to the hospital, and this was years ago. If you meet her now, she is one of the most jolly, joyful, happy-go-lucky, things happen for me, God is good kind of women. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spirit, and just happy all the time. Like, life is great, everything's amazing, upbeat, great, la 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 la. And then the other person is a little bit on the flip side of that, a little bit more heavy, a little bit more, things are happening to me, I hate my circumstances, there's nothing I can do to change them. But man, they've both had very traumatic pasts. Well, they both have very different lives right now because they chose different mindsets. They chose to to experience life differently. And that just really, really hones in this point that like blaming others will just keep you stuck. One person said, all right, things have happened and it wasn't ideal. As a matter of fact, I would have rather it didn't happen, but it has happened. So how can I make the best of life? And the other person said, well, things have happened to me. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck with what I've got and I don't deserve any more. And I guess that's it. It is a choice. It doesn't feel like a choice at the time. Trust me, I know this. As someone who used to absolutely hate herself, trust me when I say this, I know it doesn't feel like a choice, but it is. I chose to hate myself. I chose to want to be a different color. I chose to want to have straight hair. I chose to want to be someone completely different. I chose those feelings. I chose those thoughts that fueled the feelings of hate. I chose those things. And it was only when I chose to start to view myself in a better light and started researching ways that I can love, like, how do you love yourself? How do people love that? I didn't love myself at all. And I was like, how do people love themselves? What does that even look like? What does it even feel like? I had to choose to want to be better. I had to choose to want more. And then I had to choose to go and research the things, find out different ways that I could become better and start doing things like affirmations, right? That also came from my research. Affirmations, meditation, prayer, listening to people around me when they said, trusting people's opinions of myself that were positive and then rejecting the negative. Those were all choices. And if you don't choose to be better, if you don't choose a better life for yourself, you will always be stuck with the shitty luck that you currently have. And it is a choice. That is a choice. I hate to be the one to fucking break it to you, love, but it is a fucking choice. So there is that. Oh, it's raining. Are we gonna get a rainbow because the sun's out as well? Oh, that would be lovely. The second point is a victim mindset drains your energy and your relationships. Let's just do this in two parts. I'm gonna do this a little bit quicker. So the first part is your energy. Check in with yourself. If you can acknowledge that you are a victim up here, check in with yourself and just ask yourself, how do you feel? Like, do you not feel tired? Can we just acknowledge that God wants the best for us? Can we just acknowledge that God put us on this earth because he wants us to live a fulfilling, joyful, happy experience here? It won't always be happy. It won't always be joyful. Not every single day. But he never put us here to just be living a sad, depressed, miserable life. That's not why we're here. So once you've acknowledged that, once you've accepted that, check in with yourself and say, does the way that I view myself, the way that I view the world and my circumstances, does that give me joy? Does it make me happy and excited to live life? Does it make me want to jump outside and see everything in the best light possible? Or is it draining the hell out of me? Am I tired? Is being sad tiring? Is being angry exhausting? Is being frustrated just like left me lethargic and sometimes even sick, like physically sick? Do you know what I mean? Like, ask yourself, how do you feel when the sun is out and it's summertime? I'm in London right now, so I live in London. When the sun is out, the way people start to just sunshine, lollipop, and like everyone's happy, everyone's great, fucking strangers are high-fiving each other in the street and shit, and you watch that and I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be 24/7. So when the sun goes away, how do you feel in like the winter and in autumn? You feel tired, you feel sick, you feel drained, you feel frustrated, everyone's angry, everyone's, get out of my way, stop talking to me, no one makes eye contact, no one smiles at each other, everyone's miserable. The second the sun comes back out again, we're all fucking best friends. We're at the pub with strangers. Hey, sweet Caroline. So check your energy. Like, let that be your clock. Let that be your guiding star, right? When the sun's out, we're all great. We're all happy. When the sun goes away, everyone's miserable. Everyone's sad. How do you feel when the sun's out? right? When the sun is out, when it's shining and everyone feels great, we're all talking, we're all friends, we're all great, social life is good, thriving, even work feels fucking fantastic. When the sun goes down, everyone's miserable, everyone's sad, everyone's in, right? What I've started to do, I'm going somewhere with this weather analogy, I promise. What I've started to do is, when it rains, can I channel some of that happy energy that I feel when the sun is out? I mean, personally, I'm not even mad at winter, so I'm a little bit biased with this. But when the sun is gone, when the weather is shit, when the sky is grey and raining and the wind is blowing and you still have to go outside and go to work, and you know, your umbrella's all doing all of this kind of shit, and you know when the umbrella goes like this rather than being like this, it goes like this. Okay, so when you're in that space, how can you start to have a conversation up here that allows you to view the world like the sun is shining? How can you start to see how I brought it around? How can you start to view the world like the sun is out 24/7? Get some of that energy, okay? So having a victim mindset where everything is just dark and dreary and oh, it's raining, oh, I'm sad, oh, this thing happened, oh, my bike broke down, oh, this thing happened, oh, that thing happened. I get it. Shit happens. It's not always fun to experience things that happen in this world. But boo-boo, like, how can you make the best out of anything? Okay, so start asking yourself those questions. How can I make this fun? How can I start to enjoy this experience? How can I inject more joy into my day? Okay, cool. And then second part to that was your relationships. Victim mindset drains your relationships. I'm telling you now, the people around you are fucking tired of your shit. Yeah. I'm gonna take a drink while that sinks in. I used to work with this girl, and the whole team, I was their manager, the whole team, my team, her team, the team, as well as pretty much most people in the club or in that workspace, said to me, I beg you, just fire her. Please let this one go. And I'm here, no, I can save her. No, you can't. She don't want to be saved. Shit. Everything is a problem. Every single thing was a problem. I've met some victims before, but bloody hell, she was a whole different level. Everything was a problem. Do you want some more holiday off? You give it to her. It's not enough. Oh, I guess I'll take it. Do you want to day off work because she's not feeling well? Take the day off. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just take the 1 day rather than the 2. But you only asked for 1, babe. You didn't ask for 2. If you asked for 2, I would have given you 2 off. Like, just small bits. That people would look at the schedule and be like, oh, I'm working with her today. Like, that's how bad it was. People around you are drained of your shit. They're tired of your negative way of thinking, of existing. It is boring. It is tiring. People don't want to be around you when all you do is see how bad things are, and you point that out. Oh, it's raining again. Yeah, it is. It's London. Like, what did you expect? Oh, so-and-so's back. Yeah, they live here. Yeah, they work here. Yeah, this is how they exist. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, stop. Not even stop. Just acknowledge. Because stopping is hard. Let's just start with the basics. Can you just acknowledge that you're draining yourself, and you are also draining every single person that has an interaction with you? They don't want to be around you. And I hate... Oh, God, I feel so mean saying this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It feels a little bit like, oh, gosh. Because I feel like, oh, big sister, be nice. I just want to tell you the truth. People don't want to be around you if all you do is fucking complain. If all you do is moan. If all you do is bitch about how bad things are. It's boring. It's tiring. Like, can we change the fucking channel? Can we change the radio station? This ain't it. Okay? That's the second point. The third point is learn from your setbacks instead of wallowing in them. Okay, I feel like a broken record here, but I'm gonna keep going because I want this to really like hit home with someone. If you don't learn from your experiences, if you don't learn from things that have happened in your life, instead of sitting in them and being like, woe is me, things keep happening to me. This is again such a victim mentality thing. if you're every single thing that happens to you, you're like, I just can't exist. Oh no. It's boring. Like are you not tired? Are you not drained? Are you not overhearing yourself talk about how bad your life is, how bad things are for you, how things keep happening to you, how shit your luck is, how babe, it's like no one cares the way that you care. So like, let's just change the tune. Let's just change the song that you're listening to. Start changing everything around you so that it looks like the sun is out 24/7. Because trust me, it's tiring. I'm telling you as someone who knows from personal experience, it is tiring constantly having conversations with yourself in your mind that are just chewing away at the person that you could be, right? Because the person that you could be, that God's created, is fucking amazing. The person that you truly are, your future you who's waiting for you, like if you go down the right fork and not the wrong one, that person is like amazing. They're successful when you're in whatever way you view success as. They are smart, they are happy, they are beautiful, they are healthy, they are in love, they have a family, they have all the things that you've ever wanted. But the way that you're going, the way that you're talking and always moaning and bitching and complaining, you're going down the other fucking path, babe. You're alone with 27,000 cats. If that's what you wanted in life, then that's your right path. But if that's not what you wanted in life, that's the wrong path. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, check in with yourself, okay? Ask yourself, where do I just continuously sit in things that have happened, in past experiences, in current experiences and circumstances? And where am I just really allowing myself to be a victim of my own mind? Like a prisoner. That's the only way I can really explain what a victim mentality is. You're like a prisoner to your own mind. It is a sad, tiring experience. And then the fourth and final and most important thing is, God can turn your struggles into strength. Okay? God can turn your struggles into strength, but you have to let him do it. You have to let him do it. God can turn any single situation that you're in into the most life-altering, mind-shifting, miracle-boggling way. Like, he can do some stuff that we as humans are like, but how? And he's like, don't worry about it. He can turn anything you're going through into something that allows you to view yourself and view life and view him in the best way possible. The only caveat is that you have to allow him to do so. Okay? You can't say, and this is something that I'm currently exploring and releasing as well, is this need to control everything. This need to be like, okay, well, this is happening, like, I want this job but I haven't got it, and this circumstance isn't in my favor, and that thing in my finances and my relationships and this and that and that, well, I'll fix it all by myself. No, pause, take a second and acknowledge that you have someone on your side rooting for you 24/7. He ain't never taken a break. 24/7. You have this big man in the sky, right, who will do anything for you. You only have to allow him. You only have to relinquish the need to control every single aspect of your life. God can really, really, really make some changes in your life. He has done it for myself. He's done it for some people in my life as well. He can transform any struggle into your strength, but you have to allow him to do so. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And please, I beg you, just remember, you are not a victim. You are not a victim. Things might happen to you. Things might happen to you that, you know, people would class, you know, you as a victim of the circumstance. But in your mind, in your heart, trust and believe that you are not a victim. You are a victor. You are not a victim. I love you. I'll see you soon. Besitos.